So, as I promised that I'll be back with the practice questions for this topic, that is factorization of perfect trinomial square. I'm back here, and we are going to practice here some of the questions related to this so that you will be able to understand all such type of questions, right? And that how to factorize and how we'll find whether the given expression is trinomial square or not, it is a perfect trinomial square or not, and how can we give the solutions to those expressions in the form of factorization. So that we are going to do today. Okay, so hello everyone, welcome to Learn PCM. We are going through a series of sessions for the chapter factorization, and here you are watching maths classes 6 to 9. These are the basics, maths basics classes are going on. As I told you that factorization will come in two parts, and this is the first part which is going on for the students of classes 6 to 9 as basics. Okay, and in the second part we'll come up only for the we will come up with the videos for the students of class 9. Okay, so let's start. As I'm giving you the basics of factorization, the types, how you can factorize the very easy, or you can say very small expressions, and how can you factorize them in very easy way. Okay, so here, as I told you that I have already explained you about the trinomial, perfect trinomial squares. Let me use that as an example, that so that you can try to find out whether the given expression is perfect trinomial square or not. For example, I'm giving a few of the questions. Okay, so let's start. Say you are having a question one. Say it is. Wait a minute. Okay, now if it is say a b square, the question is b square plus 14b and minus 49. So to check whether this expression is trinomial, perfect trinomial square, what you are going to do, you are just going to check any of the two terms with square, with perfect square. Means you have to find out if the expression is having two of its terms as perfect square or not. So here let us see, we are given with three terms here, and out of these three terms we have to find two of the perfect square terms, right? So you can see here the very first one, this is the b square. So b square itself, as you can see, it is a perfect square because b into b will give you b square, right? And so this also is going to give you what, that root of b square will be what, under root of b square, that is square root of b square will be what, since there is under root over this b square, it means this square will cancel out by this square which is outside, which is not given to you, it is not shown, and it is already understood that if it is a square root, then there should be two outside. Okay, so this 2 is going to cancel out with this 2, and then you are going to get b as the root of b square. Okay, and the second term, you can see here the second term is 14b, which is not a perfect square. Then let us move to 49. So 49 as well, you can see that it can be written in the form of 7 into 7, which further gives you 49, right? So 49 can be written as 7 into 7. So you can say that 7 into 7, when it is written, it means you can write in this form also, 7 square. So what will be the root of this 7 square? What will be the square root of 7 square? As I told you that if it is a square, if it is a square root, then there must be 2. Hidden 2 is here. And this 2 is going to cancel out by this 2, and you are getting 7 out of the root. So here you can see that the two of the terms of this whole expression, it has two of its terms as perfect square. Okay, you are having this term as a perfect square, and you are having this term as a perfect square, right? So both the terms are perfect square. It means this whole expression is what? This whole expression is a perfect trinomial square. You can write it as perfect trinomial square. So there is no doubt that this expression is a perfect trinomial square. Okay. Then there is, say, another question. Suppose you are having another question as say 36 d square plus 13 dx, and then you are having plus x square, right? So this is the expression in which you have to find again two of the terms to be perfect square. So let us try to understand. This is 36d square. So let's see whether it can be written in the form of square or not. If it is 36d square, can we write it as 36? 36 can be splitted into in this form, that 6 into 6, okay? And d square also can be written as d into d form, isn't it? And then if you move to another, or you can just write in this one as 6d into 6d, the same thing will be there. 60 into 60, that means 36d square. So you can write it as, since it is 60 into 60, so again, as I told you, that it can be written in the form of square. So it is 60 whole square. And if you find the root of this 60, you will get what? When it is a square here, and then here you are having the hidden square, when you are going to cancel it out, you will get the root of 6d square. It will give you the root as 6d. It will come out, this 60 will come out of its root. As soon as this 2 cancels out with this 2, this root breaks, and this 60 remains as such, and you can say that this 60 becomes the root of this 60 square, that is 36d square. Okay, now let us move to the second term. You can see it is clearly that it is not a perfect square. Let's move to x square. Yes, you can see that x square can be written as x into x. That means it is a perfect square. And what will be the root of this perfect square? If you are going to find out the root of this, you will see that root of this square, again 2 and 2 will cancel out, and you are going to get x over here. This means that root of x square will be x. Okay, understood? Now let us move to understand how to factorize this type of expressions. Okay. Okay, so let's try to factorize them. Okay, both the questions will try to factorize. Now, the second step is to factorize. Okay, we have seen that these type of equations are, these type of expressions are what? They are perfect trinomial square. Now, the first case was, your first question is b square plus 14b minus 49. This was your first question, which we have done just above, isn't it? What we have done, we have seen right just above, we have already seen this question. Here you can see b square plus 14b minus 14, and now we are going to factorize this equation, and you can see that the root of, we have already seen that there are two perfect squares, and we have also seen that what is the root of this. Okay, b square, the root of b square is b, and the root of 49 is 7. Now let us move ahead to factorize our equation. Okay, expression. So here we are having two of the roots. You can see we are having two of the perfect squares. Okay, so first step, as I told you, was to find the perfect square. So we are having perfect squares as b square and minus 49. Now you see, so root of b square will be what? First of all, you have to mention that two perfect squares in given expression. In given expression is what? It is b square and it is 49. Okay, now root of b square, this implies you what? Root of b square, as I told you earlier also, root of b square will be b, and the root of 49 is what? Root of 49 will be 7. And how it is coming out, you can refer again at the top where I have explained it. Okay, फिर से आप वहाँ पीछे जाके देख सकते हैं कि कैसे 49 7 हो गया. अंडर रूट ऑफ 49 इज गिविंग यू, और द स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ 49 इज गिविंग यू 7, एंड स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ बी स्क्वायर इज गिविंग यू b. ठीक है, अब आपको क्या करना है? यू हैव टू ओनली कनेक्ट दीज टू, यू हैव टू कनेक्ट दीज रूट्स with the sign of the rest of the term. Now the remaining term is 14b. ठीक है ना। आपका रिमेनिंग टर्म क्या है 14b, और 14b का साइन क्या है, इट इज प्लस. दिस प्लस इज टू बी यूज्ड टू connect these two. So your factor will be what? Factor you are going to obtain is factors of given expression. Factors of given expression, these are the tricky factorizations. Okay, so factors of given expression will be what? It is going to be b, and since it is plus, so you are going to write here plus and then 7. So connectivity will be b plus 7. Okay, it is going to be b plus 7. Understood? Now next is what, that when once you are doing b plus 7, then the second step, this is the one, this is one factor, and then this remaining factor will be what? Repeat this. Okay, repeated this one. This is giving you first factor, and it is only one factor. So you here you will write factors of given expression. What will be factors of given expression? So you will either do it like this, b plus 7 whole square, or simply you can do b plus 7 into b plus 7. So these two are the factors of this expression which is given to you. This is how you can find out. Okay, there are many methods. This is one of the method which I am giving to you. Okay, the other method could be splitting by splitting middle term. The other there are so many methods, but the other method can be even your use of identity, which we are going to further study in our coming sessions. But right now, which I have started with, this is the type third, where I have given you the explanation of the perfect trinomial square. And if you once find out whether the given expression is perfect trinomial square, in this way you can find out the roots of, you can find out the factors of this, that type of given expressions. So let us move to next question, that b part. I have given you, there are two of the questions which were given to you. I think page is over. Let me insert one more page. So I'll be moving up. Okay, no problem. Here I'm going to explain you with question number B, which I have taken. Okay, so just a minute. Okay, so question B, which I'm going to take is, please move away. Yeah. So question B is this one. I think I have taken is 36 d square plus 13 dx plus it is x square, and you have to find the factors of this. As I have told you, you have to find first of all the perfect squares out of this expression. So already we have seen above, where already we have seen in the beginning of the session, that the two of the factors, two of the perfect squares are these two terms, right? So you can see 36d square, the two of the perfect square terms are 36d square and x square. So you have to find the roots of this. So 36d square will imply what? That it is going to give you the root as 36d square. What you will write? You can break it, you can split it, you can write it like this: 36, you can write 6 into 6 and d into d. That means 6d into 6d, which is giving you, already I have explained it in the beginning, but still I'm doing it for you so that you will understand once more. So it is giving you what? 6d. This is the root, square root of 36d square, right? And here the other term is x square, which is already in the form of x square. So you will find the root of x square with the help of the, again, the root. You can see x square, so 2, again you are going to cancel it out, both the 2's, and then what will happen? You are remaining with x, because this root breaks away. Okay, so x is the other square root of the this second term, right? Now what I have told you, connect. The third step is to connect. What you have to connect? Connect the roots. Connect the roots which you have obtained. Now which roots you have obtained? You have obtained 6d and you have got x. And what, how to connect them, which sign you are going to use in between. Say here you have to use one sign in between them. Which sign you will use here? The sign of the remaining term. This is your remaining term, isn't it? This is the term which is left out by you, so the sign of this term is plus. You will use here plus. It means your one of the factor is what? The factor is 6d plus x. This is your first factor, and if you have to find, this is a factor, only one factor. This is your one factor. Now if you have to find factors, other factors, what you will do in such cases? Factors of given trinomial, perfect trinomial square, perfect, because it is perfect trinomial square, so simply we can just do in this way. Okay, what we are doing, we are simply taking these factors, these roots of the given perfect squares, we are connecting them with the mid sign or the sign of the rest of the term, and then we are doing the square of this. It means 6d plus x is to be squared again. Okay, you are getting now two of the factors. It means 6d plus x and again 6d plus x. So these two are multiplied over here to give you the same expression which is here in front of you, which is given to you in the form of perfect trinomial square. Okay, so here you are having two of the roots here. Okay, we call it as factors. You are given with two of the factors, and that is why we have completed here our factorization for this expression. Okay, understood. So this is how you have to do your factorization for such type of expressions where you are getting a perfect trinomial squares in front of you. Okay, so I hope you have understood now, and there must no any doubts in front of you. And if you feel that you are still in doubt, you can ask through the comment box, and you can have any of the query. If possible, I'm going to come back to you with the solutions to the queries, and just keep on practicing. Definitely you are going to be master one day in case of factorization. So be very careful, do take care, and uh, if you are new here, please subscribe the channel, and do like, share, and take care. Bye bye.